What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Please be sure to go give me that thumbs up and never forget to subscribe so you do not miss another video with me again. I'm going to start this video by addressing the elephant in the room. Yes, I am officially home for the coronavirus pandemic, or due to the coronavirus pandemic. I have a lot of emotions. Gonna be totally honest, I'm definitely a little nervous, definitely a little scared, definitely a lot anxious, and I'm so sad that I don't get to go to the salon and do my job every day for the time being. But I do know that there is a bigger picture to it, and that it is for the safety of myself and my family and everyone else on the planet, pretty much, to practice social distancing, quarantine yourself, stay at home unless you absolutely have to go out. Today's technology, everyone can pretty much work from home unless you're like me, you're a hairdresser, your work is more hands-on. But yeah, so I'm super sad that I can't be in the salon right now, but I'm going to use this time wisely. I'm going to see it as more of an opportunity to, work on things in my personal life, work on, kind of resetting myself, trying to find some more inspiration, some extra inspiration, I guess, trying to stay positive and absolutely, do some more really fun YouTube content. I have quite a few more videos planned out for you guys, so make sure you're subscribed, make sure you have the notifications turned on so you get alerted, because there are going to be a lot more videos coming at you, and I'm really excited. I wish everyone the best, and to all my clients, I cannot wait to see you again. Please don't color your hair at home. I'm totally kidding. But I'm definitely gonna, address some of the things that you guys might be experiencing at home as well, as far as taking care of your hair. So today, this video is gonna be just a very basic blow dry. My hair, I did it on myself. My hair is very fine, very straight. I don't really have a lot of texture to do a big, full, fancy blowout. So this is my blow dry from yesterday that I recorded, and I slept on it, and it stayed really nice, I think. I like having my pieces kind of like in the front a little bit bendy, so I can, kind of flip my hair back and forth, and it has some texture to it. I do have some layers. So yeah, just a very basic how-to basic blow dry. All I used was some leave-in conditioner, and I just had a round brush in my blow dryer. I also, you can use a wet brush or like a paddle brush too, but I'll just break down, all the dexterity, all the kind of essentials that I feel go into doing a successful blow dry at home. I know it's so hard to do it on yourself. I actually blow dry my own hair very different than the way that I blow dry when I'm in the salon and I have like a 360 view of somebody's head. So yeah, I'll just take you through all of that and hopefully get you feeling a little more confident for when you want to wash your hair at home during this crazy quarantine kind of situation we've got going on. Also, shameless plug, I do have a, I have got a dry shampoo video all about what it is, why you need it, how to use it. It's it's in the beginning, I'd say. It's one of my older videos, so I'm probably way more awkward. I mean, I'm still awkward, but probably way more awkward because when I first started, it was weird. Anyway, I'm getting off track. But yeah, if you want to check out that video, feel free. And if you want me to do a refresher, let me know. I could do that too. So without further ado, let's dive in. I don't know why I'm doing this. I've been watching a lot of TikTok dances. Okay guys, so like I said earlier, this is like the most basic, super simple blow dry that you could possibly get, I think. So hopefully this is something that you can practice over this next, couple weeks or so that we're all locked inside. I'm starting off by using my It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In Light. I use the light one because my hair is very fine, so I tend to find that the full strength ones really weigh my hair down. Now I'm just going in with my wet brush. Don't mind me, I literally just got out of the shower when I recorded this because I really don't wash my hair that often, so yeah. So try to, also side note, try to, when you're brushing out your hair, try to start from the ends and work your way up. It'll cause a lot less breakage, a lot less, you know, it'll prevent from split ends, and it'll just help you all together. My hair has been pretty processed over the past few months. I've been lightening it, and I find that this definitely helps me as well, just because, you know, it's just a little gentler. And then just get any of that excess water. My hair also has been holding a ton of water since I've been lightening it, so really get that excess water out. And then you're going to start rough drying. So rough drying, you're just going in, just the brush in your hands. I usually tip my head upside down. It helps lift my roots a little bit. And the whole object of rough drying is, one, to get all of the water out. Well, I shouldn't say all of it. You want to get your hair about 80% dry, because what's going to happen is, if you don't rough dry and you just go in with like a sopping wet head of hair, you're going to strain yourself so much trying to get that hair dry, when you could just rough dry it a little bit, get some of that water out, and it'll be way gentler on the hair, and it'll be way less strain on your arms, your upper body. You're going to be so sore if you spend like 2 or 3 hours on your hair when you don't really have that time, you know. This can cut it down to maybe 20-30 minutes, depending on how much hair you have. Another good reason to rough dry your hair is you can kind of manipulate the roots of your hair and really stimulate your scalp, so that way you really make sure you're getting the maximum amount of volume possible. I mean, who doesn't love a good amount of volume, right? You know, my hair, it falls flat in like an hour and then just sticks to my head. So I try to, when I blow dry it, like, see, I'm lifting up my root. I'm really trying to manipulate my hair as much as I can, and it keeps your hair and your scalp on your toes. On its toes. It doesn't, so it's not in like so much of a uniform look, if that makes sense. So now you want to start sectioning out the hair. I usually do I do like 2 to 3 sections depending. I start around my temples, and I usually just split my hair in half all the way around. So you want to do that bottom section first. Obviously, you clip up the top. And then you're going to start utilizing your round brush or your paddle brush. You can do either or. Split it in half, start on one side, and just get to work. So another thing I like to note too is make sure you're taking note of I'm blanking. Make sure you take note of the heat setting that your blow dryer is on and the power setting that your blow dryer is on. When I rough dry my hair, I usually only do it like full blast, and I also put it on full heat. When I am blow drying and I'm sectioning and doing everything that I'm doing now, I put it down to like a like a low heat, and I also put it down to a lower, I'm blanking. Anyway, lower power, so it's not coming out as strong. Wow, Isabella. Anyway, so I do this for a couple reasons. I do this, one, because it's way more gentler on the hair. Especially, like I said, if it's been processed. I've, lightened my hair quite a bit. My ends are a little bit more processed than my roots, so I like to go a little bit more of the gentler route. You still get the same effect, you're just not frying the heck out of your hair. And then I like to do this also because it gives you more control. If it's on that high blast, the second you put that, especially if it's hard for you, the second you put that blow dryer to your hair, it's just going to blow everywhere, get all on your face. You're going to get nuts. You're going to have to brush it out. You're going to break. It's just, it's one of those things that, like, why not just work smarter and not harder? That's kind of my go-to for these things. And I mean, guys, look at what I'm doing. Look at how I'm holding the blow dryer. I blow dry so differently than I do in the salon, just because it's so different when you're doing it on yourself. So don't feel like you have to have these perfect sections. Like I find that it's much easier. Not gonna lie, I got yelled at in hair school for doing this, but when I do my own hair, I always hold the blow dryer not from the handle, from the nozzle. Obviously, you have to be careful you don't burn yourself, so don't hold it too much. Hold it by, like, the roundest part, kind of like a football, I guess. I don't know if that's kind of my comparison, if that's a good comparison, I don't know. But yeah, basically, I mean, do whatever is most comfortable for you. That's also a big thing too. Like, you know, it's hard to get the back of your head. All I'm really doing is I'm just using the brush as a tool to, because the brush grips the hair. So I'm just using the brush to pull the hair, you know, into a section for me. And then I'm just kind of working with it, you know. I pull the hair away from like the root first just to get that volume, and then I mean you just kind of glide it down. Notice how too I'm not putting the blow dryer directly onto the brush and onto my hair. I'm not clamping it down. They are not touching. If they do, it's a very light touch. And yeah, you just kind of want to roll the brush down and just repeat on the other side. But make sure, like, you're really, this is something that I feel like a lot of people do mistakenly, not on purpose, just because that's, you know, what it looks like, I guess. You know, when I was in hair school, I totally thought that you just slam that right onto the hair. You do not. You don't want them to touch, because again, that's going to damage your hair. Don't forget, you guys, this is technically a heat service. This is a heat process. So, you know, you want to go as gentle about it, but also as effective as you possibly can. So you want to make sure you're kind of creating those proper, you know, necessary habits to make sure that you're not frying your hair off. Again, paying attention to the heat setting and the power setting, that's going to be a huge help, and you're going to notice a difference in your hair with that as well. But yeah, I'm just repeating this on the other side, and then I will take down the next sections and I will show you how I go about those. Okay, so now we're going to take down that section that we clipped up before, and we're going to make like a kind of a rectangle slash triangle kind of shape section, if that makes sense. So you're kind of going to go from like the higher part of your temple, and yeah, see, I'm kind of showing, it's kind of like a rectangle. I don't know, it's whatever. It's the very top section of your hair. And you want to keep that out last, because that's where you're going to get really the most volume. That's, you know, what's really going to be like the key section that you want to focus on. So you're kind of going to go through the same motions in these next couple sections. Sorry, that's my dog, if you can hear that. You want to go through these next couple sections about the same. The only thing that's different is, you'll see in a minute, I actually start taking sections and I switch my hands. That's another thing that I feel like is mistaken. You can totally switch your hands to however you're comfortable, and you'll probably be able to get a way better result. So see, now I'm switching my hands and I'm kind of going underneath with the vent brush. So instead of pulling it straight down, I'm going underneath that section, and I'm kind of holding my my blow dryer on that root area first, and then I'm pulling totally away at like a 90-degree angle. This is gonna result in your ends having a little bit of a texture. They're gonna have a little bit of a movement, so you have layers. You'll really be able to see the difference of the lengths in the layers, which would be really cute, and you will definitely get some good volume out of this. Like I said, my hair falls flat in like an hour, so I always try to make sure that, you know, I'm really getting at that root area. But again, no really crazy clean sections. You're really just using the brush, honestly. The brush is what's doing all the work for you. You're just kind of guiding it through your hair. So you're just going to keep going with this motion, and think of it as going under and kind of pulling away, kind of like my curling iron tutorial. You want to go away from the face, and you want to start kind of in the middle section of that, in the middle part of that section of your hair. Hopefully, and like I said too, switching the hands will definitely make it much easier for you. And then see, look how much movement I've got on my ends there. You can totally see the volume and the movement that I have just from doing that. It really doesn't take that much, I promise you. And then we'll go ahead and repeat this on the other side, and then we will get to that top section. And now for the top section, the last part of this blow dry, and then you are done, honey. Oh my god, I sound so lame. Don't mind me. Okay, so we're going to take this top section, we're going to split it in half horizontally, and we're going to take the back part first. And what you're going to do is you are going to take that round brush and sit it right on those roots, and you're going to hold it there. And you're going to kind of round the hair around it. You're going to start at the root. You're going to pull up in like an up forward motion. So you're not going straight up. You're kind of pulling it up and forward at the same time, if that makes sense. And you're just going to keep doing this motion. You want to focus on that root first, because that's where you're going to get the volume, and then your ends will follow as the hair kind of gets smooth. And then you want to, hold it and slowly release it as, you feel the hair is getting more dry. So this is crucial for that super volume kind of style. That's super like just a way to have a lot of movement. Like I said, if you have layers, it's, oh my god, so stinking cute. So then you're gonna go about the same way with this very front section. This is where you always want to see the most volume, especially for me. I've got some cowlicks in the front, so I really have to kind of try and combat those cowlicks and make them kind of do what I want them to do. Like I said, this is all about manipulating your hair. It's, you've got to make your hair do what you want it to. Look at all that! Look how stinking cute! And I'm not even done. Look at that. So cute, so fun. There's so much movement to it. And then, like I said, again, you just kind of go, like, it's nothing really super crazy. And like I said, we're stuck in the house for the next couple weeks, guys. I mean, you've got all the time in the world if you want to practice this. Great practice. But yeah, and then you're just going to kind of take sections and utilize that brush. Really utilize that brush as your like main tool. Get used to the dexterity and the motions of using that round brush, because that literally does all the work for you, honestly. I'm using the wet brush, round brush at the moment. I do like the Olivia Garden brushes. They don't sell those to the public. I'm pretty like 99% positive, so I can totally supply you guys with my brushes if you like the ones that I use in the salon. But yeah, so I actually do like the wet brushes ones, and I've definitely seen those somewhere, maybe TJ Maxx. But yeah, and then just kind of make sure the hair is all dry all together. And I mean, look at how stinking cute. And it's literally so easy. Like 20 minutes, guys. So freaking easy. Maybe 15 minutes, depending on how much hair you have. I don't have the most amount of hair in the world. Look at how stinking cute. It's so fun. And see how we did that base section there, that very first section, you just kind of down and straight, and then you get fun with it. Then you kind of move the hair. Like, look at that. Look at how cute that is. I'm like fangirling over myself. Well, there you have it, guys. I hope this all made sense to you. Yep, there you go. Look at how cute. Nice. Okay, guys, that's all for today. I hope this video helped you. I hope I made sense. If you have any other questions or concerns, just drop a comment below, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you are staying safe, staying healthy, practicing social distancing, staying at home, petting your dogs, eating good food, spending time with your family, all that. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.